Hiya, and welcome back to Roads Yet Traveled. The game that teaches us that Rune should take a nap. He needs to go to bed. Yes, I am, Raj. I am, yes. Why? Hiya. Anyways, let's just hop right in. You could probably just make the screams. Do it a massive. It's easy. Well, I mean, I make music and it's fun. Opening my eyes, I found myself soaring above a sea of clouds. Glorious reds paint the dawning sun as echoes of night shimmer on the fringes of my vision. There's no weight here, just wind whispering in my ears. A sound so faint I can't glean its meaning. The sun becomes overwhelming as day breaks, and light overtakes every corner of the scene. White reflects off of every inch of soft cloud. I'm drawn to an approaching flock of long-necked birds. Blue wings beating tight in a wonderful V formation. Even closer now, one of them turns to me, eyes shimmering orange in the early sun, and it whispers, "Psst. What is it? Tucker, get up." What? It pecks my cheek, but it does not leave a sharp beak. It doesn't feel like a sharp beak, but rather a cold, dull feeling. Over and over again, the sun becomes brighter and brighter. I don't understand. What is this? Finally, it all becomes too much to bear, and I... Oh, god damn it. Rune.
The game that teaches us that Tucker needs therapy, Rune needs a nap, Maruk needs to take a chill pill when he's angry, and Merwin also needs a nap.
Rune, can you please not wake me up like that? Did I do something wrong? Sorry, I thought that was the right way to wake you up. And who told you that? Maruk did. Oh, that bastard! I'll get him for this. Like, here's what they need. Tucker needs therapy. Rune needs a backbone and some therapy. Maruk needs anger management classes. And Merwin needs to go to bed. Oh, that bastard, I'll get him for this. When did he tell you that, Rune? He was lying. When you were still in your cell. Sorry. How should I wake you then? Just be a bit more gentle. Maybe tug on my shoulder, like gently pat my chest or something. No more poking! I can try that, sure. Why am I up anyway? What's up? It's the 10th mark, bud. It's time for work. Kind of forgot how that worked. There isn't just one day of fixing filters. It just keeps going. Well, at least I'm with Rune today. Getting up and stretching, I reach for my phone only to find it's not there. Rune, have you seen my monitor? Oh! Yeah, the professor has it. Why? You said you were having issues with it, right? I thought maybe he could fix it for you, so I dropped it off. I'm sorry, I should have asked. No, I guess that's fine. Did you drop it off today? How long have you been up already? A few marks. Looking closer, I can see his disheveled fur and saggy eyes. I don't think he got much sleep last night. Are you going to be alright? Do you want to, I don't know, take the day off? What? No, I'm fine. I'll be better after breakfast. Oh, hiya. Welcome. Hiya. Hey, yo. I'll be better after breakfast. Alright, bud. I say unconvincingly before getting ready to head out for the day. After Rune grabs a small breakfast, we head right into the tunnels for our first task. Is he just going to be in his underwear all day? I mean, I'm not complaining, but is he going to actually put on pants? Yeah, hiya. We're just figuring out why some lab isn't getting as much power as it should be. So I won't get much help from my newfound filter changing expertise. That, of course, means crawling into some godforsaken tunnel and futzing with some more wires. Rune does most of the work. As usual. But he does his best explaining it, which he remembers to. Wait, no. When he remembers to. At least he helps. At least he lets me hold the toolbox so I can pretend I'm being helpful. Although this easy fix is becoming anything but. Ah, shit. Rune keeps having to placate some very impatient scientists over his monitor, even while we're running between breakers to troubleshoot. In the end, it seems like someone just plugged too many things into one port and caused an outage. A bit disappointing if you ask me, but at least it's a nice reminder of how similar we are. For such a dumb problem, it took almost all day to fix. The most important job, holding random shit. It's already the 25th mark by the time we get back to the maintenance hub. There are still some stragglers around, but no one really seems to be working anymore. Rune drops off his bag and gets to filling out some paperwork. He says it won't take long, but I've grown to understand that's probably a lie. I cannot answer that on stream, Axel. I'm sorry, but I can't. It's fine. There are plenty of piles of junk I find pleasure in sorting through. It's quite the eclectic collection, and I'd almost think there was some method to the piles. If I didn't know who made them. A mark or two passes as Rune finishes up and the lights dim. Looking over the edge of the railing, I can't even see the bottom of the maintenance hub anymore. It's just void. Cables wind down and slither silently into it, cutting the darkness like ripe flesh. The pallid green glow from the office barely makes a dent in the abject nothingness. Perhaps noticing my absence, or perhaps finishing with his work, Rune comes and joins me outside. His own light slowly dances on the railing as we look out into the room. It's hard to remember it's a room at times, even with the lights on. It feels more like a monument, a monolith to something. But no, it's the break room for the repairmen. I wonder if they pulled away from the edge. I turn towards the sound, only to find its source, and he's... I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Smoking? That's new. At least I think it is. Rune, you smoke? He turns to me, cigarette held firmly in his thin canid lips, as tinted smoke and burned blue ash falls gently from the end. The heavy smoke barely floats away in the windless room.
What in the ever-loving fuck am I looking at?
Yeah, Rune smokes apparently. Perhaps only drawn up by an
Surprise,
unseen vent hiding in the darkness. Cool blue now crackling at the end of the cigarette. I didn't know you smoked, I say almost judgmentally. Accidentally or not, some unknown bias kicked in. Oh. Yeah. That's not really an answer. Well, it is. But I suppose I asked the wrong question. Isn't that bad for you? I mean, sorry, it's bad for humans at least.
My boy be smoking cigs, my baby.
It is? Sorry, I should have asked. Should I stop? Merwin would probably be having a fit right now. I need to make sure he can't smell it on me next time we meet. Wait, speaking of though, Rune's never smelled like smoke before. But I can definitely smell it now. You don't have to. Do you do this often? No. But sometimes it helps with the, this. He raises prosthetic and I can see. Even in the faint light, there are slight tremors shooting down his fingers. Oh, he does it for anxiety. Wait, is his tongue out? No, his mouth's just open. I don't know how it is for you, but for me it helps. I try not to do it often, though. Because it's addictive. What? No, because they taste bad. Ugh. Are they not addictive? Oh, well, I guess that's a bit better. So, are they medicinal, or do they just help with the pain? There's no pain, just numbness. Which somehow feels worse. But yeah, they're prescribed. He looks back into the darkness, the twisted veins of the station in front of us just barely staring out at us from the deep. Timidly and a bit awkwardly, I reach out and place my hand on his back. He perks up, if just barely. And the sound of his tail gently brushing against his pants is the only sound left in the chamber. Burning. Flickering. Cinders. Ashes. We stand alone as he smokes it down to the butt, taking it out and inspecting it in his fingers, before flicking it into the darkness? I can only watch, stunned, as the blue ember quickly is snatched by the gaping maw of the hub and disappears. What was that, Rune? Huh? Don't litter! You're littering. It's rude. What? That? Don't worry. I'll get it in the morning. I know where they land. That's not the point! Jeez, I wouldn't have expected that from you! You know, I'm not supposed to even have these here. They're a fire hazard and whatnot. What? Then why do you have them? I follow most of the rules around here, but just not all of them. Who do I look like? Maruk? He laughs to himself and starts to head towards the exit, picking up his satchel on the way out. This is unbelievable. Rune and his naughty bitch arc. Who is this and where is Rune? I'd expect him to gasp for air after a single puff of a cigarette. Oh shit, he was smoking the devil's lettuce. He was inhaling wacky weed. He's high! Just look into his eyes. Look into this Karane's eyes and tell me that he isn't in fucking orbit. Mentally. Not physically. He's already physically in orbit. Now he's even further in. Bro is just high. I expect him to gasp for air after a single puff of a cigarette. And I never expected him to be so casual about breaking the station's rules. I can't say I'm really upset or anything, just what a perspective shift. Do you want to see something else I shouldn't do? Yeah, he's high. I am at least 90% sure that he's high. I can barely nod out an affirmative as I follow behind into the depths of the tunnels behind him. I might not know where the fuck I am anymore, but I know we aren't heading back to the room. Not yet, at least. We walked right past our usual turn, and even now, he's still failed to elaborate on what he meant. So, anything else I should know that you do that, you know, maybe you shouldn't be doing? Who's asking? Someone who cares about the rules of the station. Or... oh yeah, he's high.
A body has been discovered!
I suddenly feel heavy. I didn't mean it like that, or maybe I did. I can't tell. What do I say? What? Station or you? You. There's someone who cares about you, Rune. He stumbles slightly, perhaps tripping over a wire or just stepping on his own foot. Oh. I don't do anything that I don't do anything that should make you worried, bud. No, he's blushing. His voice is taut and strained. Without being able to see his face, I can't tell why. Alright, well, can I ask where we're going then? Nope. We're close, though. You shouldn't have to wait for long. Rolling my eyes and laughing to myself, I aimlessly follow my guardian through the bowels of the station. We arrive at... nothing. It is just another hallway, but Rune seems to have stopped and is overjoyed to have done so. We take a wrong turn back there somewhere, bud? Heh, no. Here, hold this. He hands me his bag and starts rummaging around inside until he whips out a screwdriver and gets to work on one of the panels. I thought we were done with work for the day. We are. What are you doing then? You'll see. I make a face, but he doesn't even look at me as he works away, quickly unscrewing the wall panel and carefully removing it. Sliding it inside, he bends over and sneaks his way into the adjacent room. A single paw comes out from under the crack and beckons towards me. Leave the bag. Let me help you through. Dropping it, I take him by the paw and... Oh, I think I remember now. Well, do you want to take a swim? Wow. This is nicer than the pool they had at my college. The second one. What is this? It's a pool. Do you not know what those are? You said humans can swim. It's okay if you can't. We can leave. No, I'm just shocked. It's so nice down here. But why do we have to break in? Huh? Oh, well, the pool closes at the 26th mark, and I normally don't get off work until after. Can't you go on your days off? Well, yeah, but then other people are here, and I prefer to come when it's quiet is all. The water glistens off the reflective ceiling and walls in a stunning display of creation. All day was spent in such dark doldrums that this almost feels pearlescent and overwhelming. What? What? Just what? What? I'm a fucking brain. I can't say I'd argue with that. So, towels? He walks over to a booth and pulls out some fresh towels for us before leading me over to the shallow end of the pool. I imagine it's not too deep as I can see the bottom pretty well. How do you want to do this? Uh-huh. How do I want to swim? Should I, take off, all my clothes? I don't exactly have any swimming trunks, bud. It takes him a moment to realize what I'm asking for, but when he does, his face goes pale. I don't think he thought about that part. Oh, right. Maybe do you mind, keeping your shirt on? And your underwear! Please. That's fine, of course. He begins sheepishly stripping down as we lay all of our clothes off to the side. Rune takes a bit longer than I do, as he has his jacket to contend with, which gives me time to test the water. How cold they keep the station. This water isn't too bad. It's not warm, but it's not unpleasantly cold either. Dipping my feet in, I sit by the edge, waiting for Rune to tepidly finish up getting undressed. Wonder how good of a swimmer he is. Especially with that arm. Can't imagine... Hello, Leo! EAO. It's EAO. I've been mispronouncing it. I have been mispronouncing it for almost a year. It's EAO, not Leo. I have been pronouncing it as Leo, and it's EAO. Wait, I think.
Self-voicing enabled. Round. Hello IYEO.
IYEO. I'm just going to pronounce it EAO. Huh? Splash. A wave suddenly rises over me as the water in the pool seems to have suddenly been displaced by a massive careen. I try to turn and protect myself, but it's too late. I've been doused. Stunned and soaked, I look towards the center of the pool only to see bubbles coming up from below. Then suddenly, Rune reaches the surface. Did I get ya? Oh, you bastard! Get over here! Hopping into the pool, I trot along the bottom, feebly attempting to splash him with as much water as I can. I don't think much actually reaches him, but he cowers at my attempt nonetheless. Hey, watch it! He definitely swims over to the side and quickly counterattacks, forcing me to retreat. I'm running out of space already! I've got you now! I try and outmaneuver him and dodge left into the deeper part of the pool, but a giggling wall of rune prevents me. While I can't help but to laugh along, this isn't the time. This is war! Oh, do you? Quickly swimming back, I realize I'm already in the waiting section of the pool and I'm running low on options. Trying to splash with my legs proves equally ineffective as I almost stumble over and trip. Cornered and with nowhere to run, I surrender to the briny abyss, submerging myself in the shallow depths of the pool. Pausing underwater a moment for dramatics may have been a mistake, as I'm quickly pulled back up by slightly worried Rune. I thought you could swim! What? Of course I can! You killed me, though! I was just resting on the bottom for a bit. Oh. Sorry. I didn't mean to kill you. What? I think you did. Okay, maybe a little. He adds one final splash for good measure. Alright. I gently push him back, my hands sinking into his deep, wet fur. For a guy whose clothes are generally covered in oil, he seems pretty clean right now. Not that I expected him to just be leaking oil into the pool. But I don't know. Maybe it's something about seeing water slowly drip from his fur that... What? What am I even... Hey, bud? You okay in there? Yeah, sorry, what's up? I'm gonna swim a few laps if you wanted to, join, or I don't know. Oh, what style do you use? Style? Like, how do you swim? I swim well enough. Okay. I'm gonna sit this one out. I want to rest my leg. Getting out of the pool, I sit on the side and watch him during his impromptu exercise. He swims in some kind of modified freestyle stroke, except with a lot more flailing than I'd expect. But to his credit, he can swim pretty damn well, even with his arm. Although when he does stop and decides to float, I swear he's listing to one side as if it's trying to drag him down. He doesn't do that many laps, maybe 5 at most, before swimming over next to me and resting his head on his arms. Do you not like it here? Huh? Oh, I just didn't want to get in your way, bud. This is a very nice reprieve from everything. I'd really like to see more stuff like this, to be honest. It helps. Thank you for bringing me here, Rune. He sinks his head further into his arms and a small smile creeps onto his lips. He's kicking pretty hard to stay afloat against the wall here, but I think his tail is helping do some of the work now too. What a cute guy. What a cute thing to do. Here, I want to try something. Okay, what's up? Get in and I'll show you. Slipping off the side, I swim over to him over with him now to the middle of the pool, gently keeping myself afloat. Can you do this? He places his metallic arm on his chest and leans back, letting himself float on the pool. Oh, I think so. Mimicking him, I stare at the ceiling, awaiting step 2. What now, bud? What now? This is it! I like to end my time down here just floating. Aren't we always floating? I mean the station and stuff. I guess. There's still gravity, though. We're still being pulled down. I can almost see our reflections on the spotless glass ceiling. They dance a pastel rainbow of strange geometries across its canvas. Haven't you been out there before? Out where? Space. I thought we just agreed we're already in space, bud. No, I mean like floating. Just you and a spacesuit. Nothing else. Oh. Yeah, I have. What's it like? I can't tell how close or far apart we've drifted. I've lost him in the tides. Turning my head, I can see he's floating a few feet away, still staring up. It's different. Not like anything you've ever experienced before. During training, it was the worst thing in the world. It's so frustrating doing anything without gravity. Tools fly away, you constantly have to fight to stay attached to the side of the ship. Everything is just more difficult. Except, I can't stop going back to it. It's terrible to know you're only tethered to life with a small string. Something that, while strong, could easily snap. There's nothing else out there. but when I'm asked to go outside, I've never said no. Just floating. It's so strange. He lifts his arm up and swirls it about in front of him, grasping at nothing. Perhaps mimicking the dancing lights on the ceiling, perhaps trying to pull back some memory. I know I'm not allowed to, but I've been out there for recreation before. Just to float in silence. Sometimes I've brought music and I can lose myself in whatever lights twinkle off my visor. I think you'd like it out there. It's nothing like your home, but when you're out there and you close your eyes to it all, you can be anywhere. The stars will take you there. His arm, now bereft of meaning, slams into the water, rocking him momentarily from side to side. The waves gently bring us closer and I bump into him, bringing him back from beyond, if only a bit. Would you like to go there one day? I'd like to. Then I'll bring you there. His shoulder bumps up against mine and we stay connected next to each other. Of all the aliens in the universe, I think I'm pretty lucky I got stuck with Rune. I mean, I think you gotta teach me eventually, right? I am your new assistant after all. Well, one of them. Heh, you're not wrong. Actually, that might be a good way to get you out there one day. I'll figure something out. Lying to your bosses? It's not lying, you are my assistant. Hiya. Whether or not you need the training is another thing. But, I know the guys who maintain the suits and the ones who control the airlocks. And the one who greenlights external missions. So I think I can figure something out. Resourceful as always. Oh, and there is another thing I know. That you should hold your breath. What are you... Must have not realized that we had floated over to the shallows again. Rune quickly bolts upright, looming over me before plunging me underwater. I'd be mad, but my breath's decent and his paws have already retracted above the water. Before I surface, I look up one last time. Everything's distorted, clear but wrong. A new perspective. And just as beautiful. Reaching the surface, somehow more soaked than before, I stand before a way too happy Karain. His tail makes small waves behind him as a devious and innocent grin is plastered on his face. Oh, you're so funny. Well, how about this? With all my collective might, I lunge at him and... barely get him to move an inch. Hiya. Right. He looks up. He's still got his same evil grin just staring down at me. Well, I know when to admit defeat. Good work there, Director Tyrann. You too, bud. We don't spend much longer at the poolside as it's already getting far too late. Take a few dives into the pool myself and teach Rune what cannonball means. Drying up, I inspect some of the other doors, walking around the edge and trying to peek into any of the windows. Hey, Rune, what are all these? Oh, there's some other pool-adjacent stuff around. Pool-adjacent? What the fuck does that mean? Like hot tubs and a sauna and some other stuff. Oh. Oh! We've got to try those out sometime. Maybe we could invite Milo or someone. Make it a little party or something. Maybe. I've never brought anyone else here before. Oh, god, you got me thinking of the fucking matte blue Scooby-Doo fruit snacks. Yeah. I don't know if they'd like it. I'm sure they would. Wait, he hasn't brought anyone here before? Not even Kess and Milo? Maybe he just likes to be alone here. I get that. Then why bring me? He's got a little cruff. We finish drying off and start to head out through the hole we left in the wall. It's definitely a bit brisk, especially since I had to go without a shirt and underwear. I'm dry enough to get home, but I'll need to wash off the chlorine before bed. At least, I hope it's chlorine. I don't know what it would be otherwise. I'll add it to my list of things I probably should have asked Doc before doing. Dripping through the corridors, we come out close to the room. Only slightly dampening the floors as we run by. No one stops us, and I don't see any cleaning robots around either. Ooh, do you mind if I wash up first? Yeah, go for it. I'm going to get some things ready for tomorrow. Alright, washing off leaves a lot to be desired as I'm already pretty wet. Now I just feel pruny as well. I don't dawdle as I quickly dry off again and get into bed. Rune quickly follows suit and I go to check my monitor. only to remember it's not there. This could be good though. Maybe Tyr will find out what's wrong with it, or nothing will get fixed. I guess anything is possible. I just hope I don't have to wait too long. Day 14. Rune gives out some more announcements without me this time, and we head off. Apparently, another one of the labs is having power issues and it has to be resolved today. Rune doesn't think it will be an easy fix, but he thinks he can at least figure out what's wrong with it. Heading there first, Rune starts to mess with some of the breakers, but everything seems fine. He takes us down to the circuits for the whole section, but once again, he doesn't see anything wrong. Tired and probably a bit frustrated, we call it time for lunch. Do you have any idea what it could be? Not really. They could just as easily be having issues for an entirely different reason than what I'm checking for. It's a bit hard to check without really knowing what they're working on. Do you think they might be lying? Lying? Like, there is no issue? I mean, yeah. No, I doubt anyone would do that. I've never had anyone send a faulty report like that. They might be wrong about something, but never lying. I'd consider that lucky. Seems like it'd be pretty easy to just make a faulty claim and waste your time. Why would someone do that? I don't know. Maybe someone just doesn't like you or they need you out of the way. I think you're looking into this too much. What if you're the only thing holding this whole place together and getting you out of the way is part of some evil plot? I am the only thing keeping this place together. But no, that's going a bit too far. I'm sure there's something I'm not seeing. Do you want to run it by me? Talking it out might help. Oh, sure. So one of the electron microscopes in the geology lab seems to be running on very low power, and the team there thinks it's a problem on my end. Okay, did they say why? Well, the piece is new and everything seems green on their end, but the device still isn't working as it should be. And they're sure it isn't the microscope, yeah? Well, I can't prove otherwise unless they let me take it apart, which isn't happening, so I'm forced to rule everything else out. So anyways, I checked the breakers for their room. We checked the breakers for their room, and nothing seemed off. There could be an issue with the wires, but that would require a more thorough search. Can that be done? Checking every wire? Yeah, if we have to. It's not fun, but I've done it before. You just have to know where to look. But the power issues, I checked the room's breakers and the sector breakers. I guess I could check their input and output from the sector hub again. Maybe I should just go back and get my full diagnosis kit, start checking every outlet in and around there. Can't you do that with your arm? Well, not always. I know my limits for using it, and that might be a bit much. It's more of a party trick than anything. But I really shouldn't do it in front of any professionals or the rest of the crew. If there are any other options here? Not really. Well, it could still be something else. Sorry, I thought that this would be more helpful. Oh, it's fine, Tucker. This happens a lot around here. It is nothing new. Worst comes to worst, they move on with another project while I figure this out. But I think we should head back. I'm going to need that tool to get anything done today. Stretching and getting back to it, we head down through the tunnels and make our way down back to the hub. Hey, he's a litter bug. The long days of walking and carrying his extra tools are getting to me. I didn't realize it, but I'm starting to feel sore all over. Asking for the time, Rue tells me it's almost the 20-second mark. Hey, Rune, Do you mind if I stay here for the rest of the day? Oh, not at all, Tucker. Are you okay? Yeah, I just need to sit down for a bit. Oh, sure. Will you be okay by yourself? I could leave you with, well, I can't leave you with anyone. Are you sure you'll be okay? Yeah. I can deal with being alone in a room now. That was just a temporary thing. Just promise you'll come back for me, yeah? Of course I will. Thanks. But, do you want me to do anything in here? Clean up, maybe?
It's
Clean
time
up?
to drink water.
It's not messy.
It's time to drink
Rude
water.
Baby.
It's time to drink water.
Rude.
It's time to drink water.
Rude baby girl. Okay, I'll be back in a few marks. Stay safe. I will. Not messy my ass. Well, I can at least mess with my phone until... Fuck. Just fuck. This might have been a mistake. I can't even tell what time it is down here, and it feels like it's been way more than a few marks. Ugh, he didn't even leave me with a task or something to do. It's not his fault. I sprung this on him, but still. It's so damn boring here. I should ask how to use these weird monitors next time. I bet carrying television is wild. I really haven't been exposed to a lot of carrying culture, huh? I'll have to see if I can change that at some point. Hear the lift coming up. Finally! I'm about ready to get back to the room and pass out. What a long day. I really should ask when we have off. Hey, Rue, do you think we could... Yes. Yes. Hi! How are you? Oh, it's so lovely to see you. Of course. I'd ask what you're doing here, but I feel like I already know. I'm just looking for Rune. Where is he? I shrug. If I knew earlier, I certainly don't now. Of course not. Look, can you translate somehow? Surely they gave you something to work with, right? I shrug again. They don't seem to like my answer. A bit worried about their tone and stance, I discreetly take a step back into the room. Is it too much to ask for something to work around here? Of course it is. Look, just tell him to message me when you see him, alright? Or don't. Fuck, I don't care. I see they're still in a bad mood. Returning to my seat, I notice my heart pounding. Maybe I'm not ready to be alone just yet. Footsteps again. If it's not Rune, so help me, I'll learn how to write just so I can put up a fucking sign. Fortunately, seems like the time has come. Sorry that took so long, Tucker. I got caught up trying to work out something and, well, sorry. I'm exhausted and all I did was sit here. I can't imagine how you're feeling. Oh, I'm used to it. Want to get out of here? It's pretty late. Yeah, let's. But, Kess came earlier. I don't know if they found you yet. They did? Did they say what for? No. They seemed upset, though. That's... Okay, I'll message them when we get back. Hopping off the stool, I grab my bag and we head out. Oh, shit. That's right. Fuck! Fuck! It must be the dead of night now. The halls are empty and the lights dimmed. How'd the, work go? Did you find anything? Oh, it went pretty well. I still can't figure out what's wrong. But I did find a few off readings with the multimeter. I've left some notes for follow-up, but it's likely a big repair, not something we can handle today. Yeah. How long would that take? Depends on what needs to be replaced. A few days to a week at most, but that's slow around here. Well, you'll figure it out, bud. Thanks. Turning the corner to the executive suites, I see a small parcel in front of Rune's door. Similar to the box with my uniforms, but way smaller. Were you expecting mail, bud? I don't think so. Could it be your monitor? I didn't see a message from the chief, but maybe he's finished with it. My heart drops. Did he fix it? Or is he simply returning an empty husk? I don't even want to open it anymore. Nope, I have to find out. Maybe after I get cleaned up, though. Surely I can wait another few minutes, right? I think you're right, bud. But, I'll get inside to open it, yeah? Oh, of course. Shit. Hey, by the way... If you get mail, do they just leave it outside? It feels kinda awkward just leaving boxes around. Oh, there is a postal system on the station, but it happens sometimes. The lost and found is pretty well documented, too. And I've only heard of a few incidents of theft. I bet Maruk cleaned those right up, huh? Probably. I still think it's a bit funny to just leave your mail on the floor. It is, but I don't mind. Most of the time people can't find my office, so that's also part of the issue. Oh? Yeah, I'd imagine. Would most staff even be able to find your office? I've been there multiple times and I wouldn't even know where to start. Be careful what you wish for, Tucker. I could always send you out to pick things up for me. You are my assistant after all. No, you wouldn't dare. I might. But maybe after you get a bit more situated with the route. I do think you should learn how, though. Not for any reason, just so maybe you can come home if you need to. You're right, I should. I can't stay glued to your side forever. If you need me to stay with you, that's fine too, Tucker. There's no pressure. No, it was, it's fine, really, bud. When there's a good opportunity, I'd appreciate some guidance. He nods and drops off his bag, taking off his jacket and boots. So, are you going to open that box? This? It's your monitor, yeah? You wanted to look at some, pictures or something? I do. I really do. Is there something wrong with it? I don't know. Are you okay, Tucker? I'm scared. I don't know why, but I'm afraid. Yeah, same, but you gotta get through it. I feel like I should tell him, but I don't know how. I can't even form the thoughts in my own head, let alone speak them. I was just gonna get ready for bed first. This outfit is killing me. Okay, bud. Stripping off my heavy jacket and pants, I change into a clean shirt and hide away in the bathroom. Turning on the shower, I just wait. It's just a distraction, a waste of time. It's just static. Carrying monitors don't even have static. Oh, this fucking sucks. Damn it! I've had enough. I'll just open the damn box. Ah, fuck. Ah. Throwing open the bathroom door, I quickly stomp past a half-clothed Rune and reach out, only find my hand an inch away. All my bravado, gone. A plain white box with nothing but a cell phone inside. Can't even bring myself to check. Maybe I should just... A padded hand gently lays on my back as Rune's muzzle comes into view over my shoulder. You should open it, bud. You'll never know if you don't try. Yes, can we please do that? He doesn't move an inch as he stands behind me, almost cradling me. I can feel his breath on my neck, and yet I still can barely move. My hand slowly closes. Cardboard. Of course it's cardboard. I've got it now, it's in my hands. I can do this. Taking a deep breath, I sit down on the bed, preparing myself. Rune releases me and sits next to me, cautiously waiting. Opening it feels like I'm setting a bear trap. Just 1 second to claim my fingers, another my sanity. Inside the box, of course, is my phone. A black screen stares back at me. A note has been included. It looks illegible, and I have to wonder if that's my own ignorance or Tyr's handwriting. Either way, I hand the note to Rune and carefully pick up my cracked phone. I see the monitor is still attached, at least I know that will work. Dear Tucker, I hope that you can get someone to read this letter for you, as I could not bring myself to try and write it in English. Took a secondary look at your monitor and made an attempt at fixing the proprietary software within. I believe some strides were made, as the device does now turn on how you described. However, perhaps due to my own misunderstanding of the technology or prior tribulations, I was unable to find a way to restore most of its functionality, and I am unsure of how stable it is. Thank you for the opportunity to once again research human technology. And I hope that you can find what you're looking for. Sincerely, Tyr Seno. This is the last thing I own. And the best you can give me is, it might work. Should I try and turn it on? I think you should. Okay. It's familiar, the clicking of the power button. My heart drops as I hold it down. Still a blank screen. And then, light! My lock screen! It's just the default colors, but it works! Oh my god! It's working! That's great, bud. Does it do anything else? Yeah, hold on, let me... Opening the lock screen takes a while. It freezes for a moment, and just when it looks like it won't load, it does. I'm greeted by my house at the end of the road. Our old house, I guess. It's still there, I think, just without us. And yet, I still tear up looking at it. I might not be there, my family might not even be there. But it was my home. My hotbars jumped to life, searching for a signal of some kind. Some way to contact home. Good luck with that. No new messages either, but I guess it makes sense. What is that place, bud? That was my house. Look! I hold the phone up to his muzzle, letting him get a closer look. He seems genuinely impressed. Wow, you must have been proud of that place, huh? Well, not enough, I guess. We moved away. I don't My family doesn't live there anymore. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad it seems to be working. Do you want to be alone with it for a bit? I'm not sure. It feels fragile. I don't even know what to do. Here. Do you want to see more photos? Sitting next to me, I almost find myself leaning into him as I try to find something worthwhile to show him. I really should have organized these better. Meme, bad selfie, unfunny meme. Do I even have anything worthwhile on here? Rune grabs my hand, stopping me from scrolling further. Wow, is that a human tree? He's pointing out one of the pine trees in the background of some random photo. Oh, yeah. See, I told you we had them too. I keep scrolling. Why am I such a shitty photographer? I think Rune can tell I'm getting frustrated as well. But, could you show me where you came from? Where I came from? Like, where you were before, well, coming here. Maybe it could help? Oh, maybe he's right. I'm not sure how showing him the exterior of my community college will help me get home, but it couldn't hurt. Oh, yeah, sure. I think I sent some photos out when I was touring. Let me check. Swiping away the Photos app, I dodge over a dozen trash apps and tap on my messages. They don't load at first, but slowly they roll in. Hang on. Oh, I got a text. What? My phone continues to buzz as a deluge of text comes in, too fast to read. Different names and applications all flooding in at once. Is that normal? No! Not at all! I don't think I've gotten this many texts in my life! Still no service. Where are they all coming from? I can't tell whether my hand is shaking or if it's the phone. But we just watch as they keep coming in. Finally, when the last one dings, there's silence. 99 plus text, calls, and messages. Emails. How's this possible? What did I even do? I feel Rune's breath on my shoulder as he inches ever so slightly closer. Does that red color mean that you have mail? Yeah, I think so. But how did I get these? Maybe Dr. Seno did something? He's smart, but I don't think he's that smart. He didn't say anything about this in his letter. Maybe check one? It could be an old message. Like since you just restarted your monitor, right? Maybe. Opening up the messaging app, I'm bombarded with numbers and names I haven't seen in years. My grandmother, my neighbor from 2 moves ago, and even my twice removed aunt. Why do I have texts from these people? And then it hits me as soon as I read the first message. We miss you. Yeah, this is the last time we'll see the scene. Please come home. I hope you're safe wherever you are. Oh no. I'm already getting lightheaded. How is this possible? What are these? Please call me. You're always welcome back. Don't be a stranger. We're worried. I think we're going to throw up. The scrolling feels sluggish and laggy as if my phone were fighting against me. Right at the top, I see a text from Mom. The last message is just an audio file. Scrolling down, however. We'll always love you. We miss you. Please, if you're out there, just come home. Please call back. Frantic now, I scroll as far back as I can, panting under my breath. I find it, the last message I sent and the first I haven't seen. How was your first day at school? This was supposed to help. I can't contain myself. Flopping over, I start violently sobbing. Why'd it have to be me? Burying myself in the pillow, I try to become nothing. To wipe away this fucking joke of an existence. Screaming and tearing into the pillow does nothing, though. It never would have. A paw presses down onto my back, and I glare back at whoever dared to touch me. He looks mortified. Tucker, can I do anything for you? I keep glaring. I keep crying. All of them. Every single one of those contacts. Every single person who reached out, worried I was gone. Traded. For him. For this. But it's hardly his fault. Forcing myself to sit up, I latch onto his side, rubbing my face into his shoulder. My tears barely damp his thick fur. A shaky hand tries to steady me at my back. It's the thought that counts. I'm so sorry, bud. It's not fair. It isn't. I'm just so sorry. I can hear it in his voice. I think he's tearing up too. Hang on, I'm gonna do something. I gotta censor. I gotta do a censor. And you'll see what I'm doing later at the end of stream. Okay. I can hear it in his voice. I think he's tearing up too. Gently pushing away, I wipe my tears off on my arm and lie nestled up to him, looking at the long-lost text. From the day I left, they keep going. Missing for a day, a week, 2 weeks? I think it's been about 2.5 weeks since I got here, accounting for the time difference. Wait. They keep going! I sit up and scroll faster now. A month? 2 months? Half a year? How's this possible? None of this is adding up. But, do you want to go to bed? What? No! Wait, Rune, look at this. I hurriedly show him my phone, only for him to look back confused. These messages! They were sent way after I showed up here. I've only been here for like, what, 2 weeks? Yeah, why? Well, then why are the timestamps on these texts from the future? What are you trying to say, Tucker? I'm saying that something's fucked up. How could I have got these messages? Was I still on Earth then? Was I somehow in satellite range? How long have I really been gone? My hands are jittery now. I can barely stop myself from dropping my phone. This is too much. I need to tell someone about this soon. But who? Tyr? The captain? Maybe there's something we missed. Are you sure that you read them right? I know I did! I snap back. He recoils his paw, moving back slightly as I lash out. I close my messages and open the mail app instead, only dimly aware of the static building at the edges of the screen. The power bar is red. The brightness is dimming. It's dying. I quickly check the dates on the first few emails that made it through, uncaring if they're pleased to come home or just ads. 3 months from when school started. I shouldn't have this message. It's impossible. I check again and again as I scroll down. The screen lags and barely manages to stay together. The same numbers keep scrolling by, all from days I have yet to live. Tucker, maybe you should rest. I don't like seeing you get this worked up about this. What else can I check? What else can there be? It's the same with my missed calls, my calendar, everything. I don't have internet, but I imagine if I pulled up social media, it'd be the same. In the blink of an eye, one of my apps disappears. What? I see it now. The static. The screen is glitching and barely clinging to life. Another one. Gone. I tap furiously. I don't even care which app at this point, but it doesn't work. Rune, something is happening. That doesn't look good. Can you fix it? Me? Can't you? I have no idea what this is, bud. What do you mean? What good are you then? Another app. Gone. My mail this time. I don't have much time left. I need to find something. Anything. Pictures of home? Maybe gone already. And who knows how far back I'd have to scroll to find a happy one. Phone calls? Voicemail maybe, so I can hear them for the last time. No. The text! There was an audio file. Quickly opening my messages, I frantically scroll to the top. The static now encompassing most of the screen. I can barely hit play on the message and... Oh. Of course. Mom used to play this on the piano. I loved when it echoed through the house. I can't contain myself as I hunch over, bawling. Holding the phone to my ear, I can hear it getting fainter and fainter. It's getting further and further away, all over again. A second death. No. Please. This is all I have. A short blip, a harsh cut, and then static. Please. Static. Static. Static! I get up with blurry eyes, phone furiously gripped in hand. Work, you piece of shit! No, no, no! Again! 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 Again. You piece of shit! Worthless fucking trash! Ugh! Hunched over on the floor, I stare down. The screen is shattered. I'm not much better. There's no repairing this. My face is on fire. My head and ears are ringing. Everything's blurry. Hurry. I don't bother turning my head. Upon my back, I swipe it off. Eyes red, I stare up at Rune, clearly distressed, trying to help me up. I can't do anything right. Fucking nothing! Getting up by myself, I hobble past him and throw myself back into the bed. I don't deserve his help. I don't deserve him here. I hear him scoop up the remnants of my phone, careful collecting any shards of glass I might have scattered on the carpet. We can fix this. I can fix this. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. Rolling over, I pull the blanket over my head. The lights go out, and so do I. Day, who cares? I don't get out of bed. That's what I did. That's what I said whenever I pulled up the sensor. That's what I was doing whenever I pulled up the sensor. I changed it. Yep, red line will finally be able to get off the floor. Anyways, stay safe, have a good night, and I will see you all tomorrow.